that are expected to officially kick off Thursday next week to allow President William Ruto and Azimio leader Raila Odinga time to resolve a dispute on the composition of the committee. The two factions are split over the inclusion of two members, Eldas Member of Parliament Adan Kainan and his Pokot South counterpart David Kosing, whom they say should not represent either of the coalitions since they were elected on parties not allied to them. As Chemtai Goin reports, the bipartisan team held its first meeting to agree on the terms of reference that will guide their proceedings, with contentious issues left in the hands of the party leaders.
The ruling Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja One Kenya have started an informal dialogue. The majority and minority side held their first meeting to lay the ground rules for the 14-member bipartisan committee, set to unlock the deadlock that had pushed the opposition to the streets.
We have allowed the two negotiating teams to begin engaging informally to explore the issues of the terms of reference of this bipartisan process or committee and the nature that they should take.
It is the beginning, and we are all intent in settling all the issues, and we have said that indeed we have been speaking at each other in press conferences, in rallies, in other public engagements, but today we begin to speak to each other, not at each other.
The bipartisan committee, to be co-chaired by Tharaka Member of Parliament George Murugara and his Rarieda counterpart Otiende Amolo, commenced the preliminary informal engagement to lay down the terms of reference and attempt to strike a balance on contentious issues.
We wish to assure Kenyans that the committee shall endeavor to resolve all the issues that shall come before us for the benefit of all Kenyans. We are committed and confident that this committee shall find lasting solutions to the concerns raised to it.
The committee noted the concerns raised about its composition, formalization, and the nature of talks, whether parliamentary or extra-parliamentary, and agreed to engage on the matter further in consultation with the appointing authorities. The committee resolved that its members would do everything to promote and not to undermine or jeopardize the talks. Equally, we urge all the political players to refrain from statements that may be counterproductive.
Azimio has protested the inclusion of Eldas Member of Parliament Adan Kainan in the committee, since he is a Jubilee member representing the ruling Kenya Kwanza in the committee, while similarly, Kenya Kwanza says Pokot South Member of Parliament David Kosing, selected by Azimio, is elected on a KUP ticket, which has thrown its weight behind President Ruto. The matter now in the hands of President William Ruto and Azimio leader Raila Odinga.
Sisi tunasema katika majadiliano haya na majadiliano yaliyoko wazi, nipe nikupe, tukizingatia ya kwamba nchi yetu ni muhimu zaidi kuliko mtu yote.
We'll agree on certain issues. We will most definitely disagree on certain issues. But what is most important is that we take this conversation off the trajectory that it was beginning to take, where certain hardline positions are beginning to be developed. Others saying, oh, you can go back to the streets. Others saying, we will go back and do this. And we felt that the spirit that guided our leaders on the 2nd of April is a mood that needs to guide us.
On resolution of contentious issues, a joint motion will be drafted with concurrence from both parties, tabled in the House for the committee to be properly constituted. The motion will contain the terms of reference, including the issues to be discussed by the committee, the timelines, and the form with which the resolutions will take.
No, we are not fielding any questions.
Unfortunately, yes. Allow us,
yes, please.
Because of the sensitivity.
Chemtai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.